Hello everyone. So my name is Linh. So I'm Anh's sister. I came to Anh because I was very lost in my career. So I've been doing marketing for about 4 years, and I'm in a very amazing company. And I love that. I think everyone really wants to be in my company right now. So I'm in Uber. It's a very global company, but I don't really know why. I feel like this is not the job I want. It's not fulfilling at all. And I have been realizing that for the past 2 years. I talked to different people about my feeling, but no one can actually give me the answer of what exactly I can do in order to get out of marketing or like doing something else. So I also had a free session with Anh just to really understand what she's doing. And interestingly, I feel like, oh, this might be the answer that I have been seeking for so long. And that's when I started with her, really with my career. And I think she asked me, like, I moved to Australia 6 months ago as well. So everything is really new for me. And I also have a phobia of talking to Westerners. I just feel like, oh, Westerners are so different from Asian and my English is not good. So I'm so scared to speak up, and I can see myself start to become smaller and smaller in this new environment. So I shared with her. So like with that, it makes me feel like I really want to get out of this current career. So I think the first issue that Anh had me to identify is the problem of being visible. So in all of the meetings, I was so scared to speak up. I just listen in one corner, and because I don't know what to talk, or I was so scared that people will judge me, that I'm not good enough. So I just stay quiet. And I also have a fear of talking to new people, or even with my close friends. I feel like I don't know what to talk about because I don't follow all the celebrity news. I don't follow all the politic news. I have no idea what to talk about. And so in all of my catch up with my friends, usually I just listen to them rather than sharing about the things I know, because I have no idea what I want to talk about. So I also had me to realize that there's just so many ways to connect with people, but I just need to be more visible so that people know what my passions are. So my passions are yoga, my passion are singing, my passion are drawing. So I just need to tell them, hey, I'm actually attending yoga lesson every day, or I sang last weekend. I just need to really share that when people ask me, what did you do over the weekend? Like instead of just saying, oh, I'm good, like nothing interesting happened. It's really hard for people to continue the conversation and know what are your interests. So instead of just saying very generic thing, I will be like, oh, I did my singing, I really love that. So the moment you share all of that, people can see a different story of you. And next time they will be asking you, how's your singing? How's your yoga? And all of the conversations will be just about the topics that you love. And you can really share and shine. I think that's actually, I think it's really a turning point for me, because right now I volunteer to sing in my company event. Everyone was so like admiring myself, like, oh, why are you so brave? Like to sing, and everyone was just like, oh. I even got a message to them saying that, so I sang this song "A Million Dreams" to them, saying, hey, I know everyone has dreams, but we are just scared that we are not good enough. But I'm here just to sing, so that hopefully it will just unleash the power. And I think everyone was like, oh, yes. So I love that. Yeah, so I think the fear of being the fear of being visible is something I'm trying to deal with. I think if you are my friends, you potentially have seen that I've been so active on Facebook, not because I forced myself to do, but I really enjoy sharing all of my passions like drawing, yoga. And that's when I realized I received so much support from many people. like, and no one actually judged me at all. They admire me a lot. I think maybe I can share another one as well, which potentially really related to the universe, like how every one of us is have very strong support from the universe if you are really try to connect to your heart. So I 2 months ago, I went for a yoga retreat in Australia, and there are about 40 people in my yoga course, and I think 35 of them are Westerners. I was like, oh my God, I'm like one of the few Asian among all the Westerners, and I was so scared. Like, what could I tell them? What could I talk about? And then I was just like, oh, never, like the fear of my English is not good just came up to me again. And I just tried to calm myself. I was working with my coach as well on that. And she was also telling me, like, just unless someone go to your face and say that your English is bad, don't believe that. Your English is good. And then with that, then I just like, okay, try to get back my confidence. And for some reason, on the last day of my yoga trip, I actually woke up really early to go to the beach to video a yoga video, a yoga sequence video. So in order to do that video, I had to really practice a lot in order to have a perfect video, right? And I think I mastered it. And because that was the last day of the yoga trip, the teacher was asking who wants to volunteer to try to teach the rest. And she was asking to teach that specific sequence I was practicing in the morning. So if anyone practice yoga, it's called sun salutation. So it's a fixed sequence. So I actually practiced like so well already for my yoga video. So the moment she asked that, I just shoot my hand up very quickly. Hey, I want to do it. And everyone was in awe because everyone was so scared of being visible. And of course I was so scared as well. I keep telling myself, no, I need to be visible. I need to be visible. Yeah. So I volunteer myself, and I realized, oh, this is the universe supporting me, because what on earth, why there's such a coincidence? I already practiced this sequence so well, and now people ask me to just do it. I just yeah. And I led that session like not perfectly well, but because I was the first one, everyone admired me a lot, and everyone just came to me afterwards just to cheer me on, like how brave I was, like how admiring, blah blah. Even all of the Westerners, and some of them remember my names. I think after that course, everyone remember my name. Not everyone really remember each other's name because there's 40 of them. It's so hard, but everyone remember my name because I was so brave and I was so visible. Yeah, so I think it's just like how trying to really the fear of being invisible would just make you very disconnect from other people, and also disconnect from your passion.
Yeah.
Thank
you, Linh, for sharing a lot. You know, the needs of being visible is actually everyone, all of us here want to be cared, want to be loved, and want to be heard, want to be seen. Any human being want that to be seen, to be loved, to be heard by family members, by friends, by everyone, by that also the feeling of belonging to. So just remember, anytime in the past, like you were in a group of friends, and then someone just come and talk to your friend, and then you are like you're left and no one talk to you. That feeling is really painful and hurt. Also remember, like probably in some class, I still remember clearly in my past that there's some ways, okay, they need to choose the group, and I don't know why I always the one who choose the last one, and I always feel scared. Oh my God, I'm the one to be the last one to be chosen. So something wrong with myself is there's anything there. So that feeling always to be the last one, and that feeling of like being invisible really make me feel so bad. And you acknowledge that everyone has the need to be visible, to be loved and heard and seen. And if you don't shine your light, if you just sit there in the corner, no one actually know you as well. I must let you know that everyone also have that fear, of speaking out loud or voice up. Everyone here, but it's just like they are so brave to speak up something. That's all. So don't feel scared that you are invisible. That don't feel that you are isolated. Don't feel that you are the only one, because everyone has that. They have that fear. So they would be like just share. They would be very grateful if you start something so that they can pick up on that, like Linh share about the yoga teacher and singing, so they can say, oh, there's some other thing that they can start to share as well. Instead of just all the boring things about politics and things, they would love to connect to you. So by you also open and share yourself, then other people know how they can connect to you too. So yeah, acknowledge your need to be visible. In Facebook or in everywhere, everything like that is just your needs, and you need to fulfill that one. You may say that, no, I don't want to be visible. It's fine, but deep down inside, you want to be heard and seen by your family members or some close people. So you need to be visible for these people too. And still being visible is by sharing whoever you are, express whoever you are, and don't try to hide yourself and wear any mask just because you want to please other people. Yeah, thank you, Linh. And can you share more about all the things, like how you actually receive the support from the universe more, from yoga teacher, from your running, or anything that you feel so supported so far?
Yeah, so I think I can share more about my English journey. I think that's potentially
yes.
a super big one. So like I already shared in my Facebook, but the long story short is that I came to Singapore 14 years ago, and before that, my English is always my favorite subject because I was so good at that. I always score 9 or 10 out of 10, and I never had any problem of like score high. And then when I came to Singapore, for some reason, we were like different students were put into different classes, and I was put into class 2. And then we all had the theory of why there is different classes. And one of the theory was that class 2, the English was not good. And then that's when the idea of my English is not good came to me. And since then, I always score really, really badly for my English, for my O level, for my A level, etc. So I even got an E for my A level exam. So an E is just pass, F is fail. I was like so surprised because I never had an E, even throughout my 2 years of like learning before the exam. Like why suddenly I have an E just for the final exam. And then what was so interesting was that I took IELTS the first time, maybe about like the very first time I took IELTS, I got 7 score for all of the bands. So it was a decent score. But then just 2 years ago when I took IELTS, I was never able to get that same score again. It was always lower than that. That was so interesting because like, I think it's kind of ridiculous when you think about the more you spend time overseas, the more your English get worse. It's really not logical at all. So it's really just because the pressure I'm putting into myself to perform in my English. That's why it's just getting there very bad. And so just last month, I had to take another English test in order to apply for my Australia PR. So the fear of like taking English tests just came to me. I was so stressed. And what I did was that I printed out my, let me show you something. technically I printed out a score that I really wanted to get. So I really printed out the score that I really want to get, and I look at that every single day before my test and say, "Hi universe, please give me the score I want." Like universe is really a new idea to me, but if you are following Buddhist or like God is the same idea. It's just like some higher self that you need to believe that you have the support in order to really release all the stress. So that's what I did. I was like, please give me the score I want. Please give me the score I want. And of course, I still feel super stressed. And then just two days, three days before the exams, or like a week before the exam, I cried a lot because it has been like 3 weeks of study, 4 hours per day on top of my full-time job, on top of my yoga teacher trainings, and on top of many things. So I just had a lot of things going on. So I cried a lot. And I was asking for support or a sign. So I was like, please give me some sign that things will be fine. Like I will get the score I want. For some reason, I went online on Facebook, and I saw my sister sharing a video about a tarot card. And so the video was just saying that, oh, you are Scorpion, and September is your amazing month. This is when you kind of end all your misery. You will shine, and like something new will come out. I'm like, oh, interesting. This meaning that I will potentially end my English journey here, and I will like really want to get what I want. So that's one sign that I got. Then after that, I still didn't really believe. I'm like, I'm like, I need a bigger size. I really need something that's really for me. And double rainbow is always my transformation size. Like for some reason, I chose that as my transformation size, double rainbow. So in the morning, just before the test, like one day before the test, I said, please give me the double size, just to say that tomorrow I have everything I need in order to perform. Interestingly, I was scrolling my Facebook feed, and I was stalking one friend's Facebook, and I saw the double rainbow picture in her Facebook. That is what exactly I need as a confirmation to say that, oh, you have everything you need in order to perform. So like all of that, if I didn't know about the concept of universe, then I was just saying, it's just a coincidence. But it happens really very often, until you wouldn't be able to say that is a coincidence, because I chose the rainbow sign, and I chose to see it today, not any other day. So it's just how I really believe in that idea of like someone out there is really supporting you. You just really need to connect with yourself and look deeper. And I think a lot of people were also asking like, oh, what kind of questions I need to be asking the universe in order to receive signs. Like people will be like, oh, where should I go next? Or like, who should I meet next? Is really not a good questions to ask the universe, I would say, because the universe wouldn't know like who should you meet next, where should you go, left or right, nobody knows. But the kind of message you want to ask the universe is that like, what message are you telling me today? What kind of things I need to be, I don't know, like just a very generic question, because to be honest, all of the questions are already in your heart. All of the questions are in your heart. You just need to listen to your heart, and then your heart will just tell you. Like if you are just asking like, what should I do today, or what I do, who should I meet, it's just all the brain talking to you, the logical thinking, but your heart will just really tell you. Yeah, so I think that's
it's beautiful sharing, Pauline, and it is really a miracle thing. I know that people may think that it is a coincidence, but like just Linh say, when you clearly ask for support, and when it comes, and it comes so many times, then you cannot deny.
Oh yeah.
It is how I
Actually, I think this is super magical. So I share with you, this is what I asked,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And do you guys know what is the result that I got? So I got for I asked for 90, 88, 1990, right? And the result I got is exactly this, but this is 1989. So the only difference is this, but one additional point. That's why I was like, oh, this is magic.
It is clearly magic. It is really clearly magic. And the other day I also share about the power of your intention. When you have intentions, that's when you create your reality, and intentions come from your thought and your mind. And when you release all of the fear, and then you truly believe in yourself a lot, so the power of your mind is very magical. Also, I also very passionate about how the mind, body, and soul connected. Mind is about your thoughts, body is about your emotions, and soul here is about how you start to listen to the universe more. Because that's when you see something bigger than yourself, and that's something always there to support you. Like, I think a few of my clients said that, okay, I believe that I need to try hard, like work hard to earn, because if I don't try, if I don't work hard, nothing will came out that one. And I said, yes, it's true that you need to try your best, but you also need to open the door for something else magical to happen to you too. It is how you can relax and surrender more. You have like intention, okay, I would love this to happen, but I also know that whatever happened to me will be good to me as well. Then that is how you start to let the universe to support you more. And the universe can only support when you release the control, release the controlling mind, control, okay, the outcome needs to happen exactly this way, needs to happen this way, so I know it is good. You don't know, because there can be some many other different ways that's better for you. That's just like Linh, she doesn't know that she can do the test or the yoga session, and so many things that if things happen the way she thinks, it would be just very normal. But when she opened more to receive the support, things happen in a very miraculous way. It also happened a lot with other of my clients when they start to see that, okay, they are not just yourself, they're not just your mind, they're not just your emotions, but they are something else, and something that the universe always support them. Then that's when the magical things happen. But yeah, I know it is a concept that we start to embrace it and open it more. And the way you start to do it is to see all the coincidence, and start to questions about that coincidence. It could be like some numbers you start to see many times, or some animals you see. Oh, I just, like for me, like the cat. I always see the cat recently. The cat is the signals, the signs that, okay, I need to chill that, or I can rest a bit more, because a cat has 9 lives. So it's really about your sign and how you integrate it with your life, and that's how you can start to communicate more with other people. So it is really nice here. Yeah, just like Han said, cat is also your miraculous side too. Do you have any other final thoughts here, Linh, to share?
I think maybe just relax and ask for support. That's really why I would say, like, really ask for support. I know, like, whoever are in this goal are really trying to find something or trying to change something in your life. Ask for support is definitely one thing that I would recommend, and ask for the right support, because when we ask for the wrong support, they wouldn't be able to give you the answer you want, or they will want to try to discourage you, like, oh, your life is so good, why you have to change. So ask for the right support. And I would say, like, I truly believe that this is a transformation, and you will see how your life changed and then you will wish like you have known this much earlier. So if you're already here, you already take the first step, but don't stop here. Do something else next. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much for your sharing.